Hello there. Chronic Joy Tarot reading for the week of April 3rd through 9th, Monday, April 3rd through Sunday, April 9th. I'm going to do a little slightly different spread here today. I was doing sort of a two-layered spread where we are now and where we're heading. And this spread's going to be a little bit similar, but it's just a little bit of a different layout. Okay, the center card is where we are now. And I pulled this card, Totality. It's a great card. This is showing that we really need to stay in every moment with full awareness. These three acrobats are completely in the zone there. If one of them looks away or thinks about, what they're going to have for breakfast tomorrow or takes their mind off of the task at hand, then they all go tumbling down. So this is where we're starting. This is a good place. If we can maintain our complete presence and awareness of the current moment, what's going on around us with neutrality, just observe and just be in, your complete life. If you can accomplish that without judging or worrying or regretting or any of those mind-oriented energies that take us away from what is, you can have a really successful week. So this is where we start. The energy supporting that, and that's sort of unseen, but has a strong support for this state of totality, is the aloneness card. Remember last week I pulled this same card talking about how aloneness doesn't mean we're lonely and we don't have anyone around us. This means we rely on ourselves. Aloneness is the presence of yourself alone. You alone can really navigate yourself in ways that are more powerful than if you leaned on others. I think I pulled this card last week too. This is tripping me out. The external energy, the way that this totality and relying on yourself shows up in your life, is this card called the Thunderbolt. This is major changes, shedding, still continuing to shed. So it seems like if this card was pulled last week, which it was, we're continuing this energy of shedding things that don't serve us, getting rid of people, thoughts, ideas, habits, relationships that don't serve our highest good. Go ahead and just close those doors. You don't have to make it look like this with fire blazing and everybody screaming and running for cover, but definitely you want to shed those layers of heavier energies that are blocking you from being able to really be present in your life. And anybody or any idea or any energy that's holding you back and weighing you down, it's okay to gently say goodbye to it. We don't have to, cling on to every thought, idea, person, relationship. You alone have the power to go ahead and navigate yourself through your life. And it's okay. It's okay if you gently step away for a little bit and take care of yourself. This card, this position here that we pulled this card from, is the steps to our outcome. So what is needed? What is needed to get through this procedure or this week? This card is the burden. This card is a mind card, as opposed to an emotion card or an action card. This one tells us that for sure this energy of the thunderbolt, of the shedding, the things that don't serve us, we're very, very well served if we can get rid of especially any poisonous or toxic thoughts that are going through our mind. Or let's see if I can put this correctly. If you have a feeling that your dependence on a certain thought pattern or your dependence on another or dependence on a situation is not good for you and is burdensome, that's definitely the person, idea, or habit that you want to shed. So internally, you know what that is. This is going to be a week of transforming, and it's going to be subtle. It's not something that is, earth shattering or, you know, mind blowing necessarily. There's going to be some subtle shifts, but if you can pay attention to, somebody says something, say, somebody that you work closely with, they say something, maybe they're insincere or inconsiderate, and they're that way all the time. Well, normally you would just sort of grin and bear it and take it on and, oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand the way that person talks. Well, this week you're guided to go ahead and pull in a little bit, make a little shift in the way you see things and the way you respond to that person or you respond to that idea, and know that it's not serving you and you don't need to stay attached to it in order to move on. And if you can do that, see, the outcome card that I pulled here is past lives. It doesn't mean we're reincarnating, but it does mean we have some pretty heavy life patterns that are repeating themselves from our past to now. So this could be a lot of internal work here for ourselves. This could mean, for some of us, a particular relationship that we're caught in certain patterns and that we want to break. And that we have to know that by staying completely aware and completely non-judgmental, we can move past these patterns. We can move past these habits. Let me just pull another couple cards here to see what supports that energy, because this is seeming like there's some work to be done, but it's very subtle. Yeah. So I pulled this isolation card. What I'm getting from this is that some of this difficulty, some of these sort of crunchy spaces that you've been living in and maybe repeating over and over that you don't enjoy, are causing you to close yourself, to shut down. And it could be shutting down to another, shutting down from, the outward world, or closing off a little piece of your own heart and soul from yourself, which is really sad and really not going to serve you. So take note and make sure that you're staying completely present and trust yourself. Trust that you can get through and make shifts and make changes. You don't need anyone else or anyone else's opinion or anyone else's input to move through these changes. You can do it. And the outcome, the number, the number 7 card here that I pulled is transformation. So that's really just a beautiful way to end this reading. This figure is on a lotus flower, all these different arms, holding a lotus, holding a yin-yang symbol, holding the torch that's going to, see the chain right there? I'm trying to see all the little symbolic things that this figure is holding. Life is about to change. It may or may not be in really big dramatic ways, but internally, if you can do this work, stay true to who you are, work on being aware of your patterns, maybe your patterned responses to situations and people. Don't close yourself off. Make sure to stay completely open, even to yourself. Those little dark spaces inside that you want to just ignore, welcome them. Just be objective about it. Don't judge yourself. And you can move yourself through some really beautiful changes this week. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm working on some April monthly horoscope readings for each astrological sign. And as soon as I get those uploaded, just check back in the next few days, and I'll start to have those showing up on my channel. And then right up here in the corner, right about now, you could see the link to my website if you want to book a reading with me. Okay, I hope you have a great week. This is kind of a nice time for transforming and changing, shedding those things that aren't going to work for us anymore. You're doing all this work for yourself. It's beautiful. Okay, have a good week. Bye.